It's the Duffin Up Podcast. What is going on, Duff Daddies and Duff Mamas? It is a wonderful Wednesday, June 19th, and welcome back to the Duffin Up Podcast. We've been away a little bit. There has been reasons. All good things. But we are back for my personal favorite major of the year. All along, come along, sing the Open song with me, baby. It is Open Championship week. I am joined, as always, by the formerly known as the one, the only Michael Adams, now known as Mikey C. Mike, how you doing over there, bud?
Brandon, I'm good, man. I am good. Just, happy to be here with you guys. Another edition of the Duffin Up Podcast.
It's been a bit. We're very happy to be back. We've also got on the man, the myth, the legend himself, Timmy O'Reilly. He's been away for a bit, but that's okay. You know, he's back now, baby. Timmy, how we doing tonight, bud?
We're back. We're ready to talk some golf. Brendan, how are you doing temperature-wise in that 4 layers of clothing? Yes, I counted. You got a T-shirt on. You got some sort of button-down. You got a quarter zip, a blazer, and a scallop cap. You must be scorching.
The things I do for the Open Championship, ladies and gentlemen, the things I do, I am profusely sweating under here. I don't even know if I can take the coat off because I may have pit stains that could be seen. So we're going to try in like 3 minutes when I'm off the camera to do it, because
Brandon.
we will introduce. Oh, okay. What was that, Michael?
You're going to pass out.
You're not going to the Open, right? You don't have a ticket yet?
No, I don't have a ticket. I'm in Attleboro.
Yeah. After this airs and people see the fit right now, I mean, someone's going to buy you a plane ticket and a round over. You look like you're ready to go. I mean, if you're not in the crowd this week at Royal Liverpool, shame on Golf Nation. We got to get Brendan to the Royal Liverpool this week. Sunday, fly him in. He would love nothing more.
I would love nothing more. Like, that's just a factual statement. Imagine my ass just like walking around in this like the entire time. And I would have to wear this exact outfit. Like this exact outfit. But anyways,
just go to Lowry's camp. You'd fit right in, baby.
Oh yeah, 100%. But as always, we have on the man who can drive the ball with a persimmons driver no less than 750 yards because of that big old booty that he's got. We got on Brian O'Reilly. Brian, how are we doing tonight?
God damn it, would you introduce me already? It took too long enough. My goodness.
Oh,
You're probably already tuned out by now saying, "No, Brian must not be there already." So, jeepers, I'm good. I'm fine.
Brian is officially the big Randy of the podcast. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to get, and once he's on, he's roaring.
I'm gonna start showing up late if this is the case. Jeepers.
No, that's Mike's job. Mike's job is to show up late.
Yeah, but he was introduced right away.
I don't know why everybody should fucking know us by now. So the introduction's gotta go, no?
Imagine the one time we don't introduce everyone and all of a sudden out of nowhere we get like 2,000 listens and everyone's like, who the hell are these guys?
That's what we need. I think that's what we need.
But
Timmy must be over there being like, come on.
Yeah, right. It's like the equivalent of when you're the first one to tee off, you got to wait for 3 more tee shots, and you just jonesing it. Go find your ball and hope that no one from another fairway is picking up your ball.
So,
they're all Patrick Cantlay. Just all Patrick Cantlays, just waiting to tee off.
Can he lay or can't he lay?
Bry guy. Oh, boys. But anyways, I am so happy that we decided to come back for this fantastic week. The Open returns to Royal Liverpool. It is back on English soil. No Scottish this year. We just had the Scottish Open, but we're good. We decided to go to Royal Liverpool, and there are some stories, ladies and gentlemen, this week that we have. Number one is, I don't know if you guys heard about this, they have internal out of bounds on the 18th hole. Did you
What do
hear?
you mean?
I'm Jay Lenoing. Did you hear about this? Have you heard about this?
What do you mean?
There is a
Internal out-
sliver on the 18th hole that is inside the golf course that is technically internal out of bounds. It is the craziest thing that I think I've ever seen at Royal. Like, I don't know how they're going to do it.
Wow. So it's like it's not a hazard area. It's not
It's a
lift,
straight
clean,
out of
place.
bounds.
I think it's
So
pretty
you have to
simple.
go
It's just
back to the tee. You have to go back to the tee if you hit it in this set area.
And it is about when I kid you not, boys, I will
it's marked off, you know. I think it's like there's
it is
bushes
marked
or
off.
something surrounding.
It is about 5 yards off the fairway. Like, it is that close on the 18th hole.
Is it like a grave site for someone famous? Like what? How?
No, it's
I
just
think they're
all
trying to make the course like a little harder, trying not to let the guys, you know, get too wayward with it on the right side of the fairway, right, Brendan?
so it's been around, I think, for a while. They also have it on the 3rd hole as well. But basically,
So this is like an attempt to keep the scores from being 20 under par at the ending. Or
I think it's
like Mike
also
said,
just I think it's also just, you know, I think they're a little worried about the bomb, you know, guys hitting it, you know, 350 yards, pulling the Bryson from wing foot. You know, it doesn't matter how far it goes as long as it's technically in play. We'll hit it out, you know, we'll gouge it out. But I have no idea where this came from.
from
Like,
what you
I'm trying to read it.
Ben is mind blown by this. I think it's pretty straightforward, Brian. I don't know about you. Go watch Rick Shields. He plays it like a week or two ago. And hey, they penalize you for being 5 yards right and left of these fairways, which that's what it's all about, baby.
The
like it.
moral of that story is hit it in the fairway.
Keep it straight.
Keep it straight.
Pull the Tiger Woods. Just hit 3 wood off every single tee at the Open Championship. See, Tim, I almost did it. I almost pulled a U.
British Open.
Not a fan. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Open Championship.
Hello.
But yes, completely agree. I do think that 18th hole and the 3rd hole, because they both have internal out of bounds. Very weird name for it. Very, very weird name. I don't know why they call it that, but they are.
Wow.
You got to hit 3 wood. Like, if you're on the 18th hole, you got to hit it. You can't risk pull it, you know, as a lefty pulling your driver, or as a righty, since pretty much everyone on tour hits a fade now anyways. You know, you can't risk hitting over fading it and then boom. It's just not going to happen.
This said out of bounds area has the potential to be the make or break for some leader or leaders teeing off at the 18th hole. I kind of like the quirkiness of it. It just adds a little bit of because if you're in the lead and you have a 2-stroke lead and there's nothing out there to guard you, you could just swing out of your Christmas tree and with no penalty. I like it. From what you guys are telling me, Brendan, you did take off the blazer. Good for you.
Woof. Look at that. I'm sweating. Like, it's brutal. That's what happens when it's 85 degrees.
I'd say it's tough to commit to the bit on that one.
Yeah,
but
it was very tough. And I've been committing to said bit for a bit.
I had those sunglasses on for a hot second, and then I was like, yeah, I can't see anything, so I couldn't commit to that bit. But a wise man once said, and it aligns with everything that Tim just said, and because Tim is the wise man, Chooch Golf, his saying is play better. So if you can't play better and can't hit it within the bounds of the way the hole is set up, then that's on you. You just got to play better. Play it how it lies, play better, hole everything, let it fly.
Brandon's making it sound like we need to change the name of the sport, right, that they're playing this weekend.
It's shocking. Like, legitimately, to me, it's like, I've never heard, you know, I've heard of like the hazard, you know, I mean, they have again, a word we're gonna hear. You want to talk about drinking games this week?
But you wait. You've been drinking a lot?
No, I'm saying you want to talk about drinking games this week. Number one is fescue. The amount of times that the announcers are going to say fescue this week, it's going to be out of this world. Pot bunkers. Like I'm gonna be hammered, and it's gonna be like 3 a.m. Like it's gonna be awful.
Can't wait.
Mm.
Love that. Absolutely love that.
I like what you guys were saying. My dad played in a tournament at his club. This is a few years ago. And he was telling me that they were legitimately, all the people playing in the same tournament were complaining like hardcore to the superintendent or the groundskeepers, whoever put this certain hole in this certain location. It was kind of like on a slope or something like that. And everybody was complaining about this certain hole, but every single person had to play that exact same hole location. So I don't understand what the complaints are about if everyone has to play this. I mean, sure, if it's ungodly and you're like, whatever, like the only way to get in is to get lucky, but play better. That's a good point.
Brandon, you guys remember Locust Valley?
Oh yeah.
The third or fourth hole where if you drove it in the other fairway, they had those white stakes. It was out of bounds on the other fairway. You remember that?
They were trying so hard, and everyone still did it.
Yeah, everyone still probably played the ball, but I think, I mean, that's Locust Valley. That's Locust Valley. Was that around before Royal Liverpool? That place is a
No, but it was very dumpy.
tribute to Locust. That place was legacy in Attleboro, but
it was a legacy. And then they were supposed to build houses on it, and that project got canceled. So now it's just a vacant lot.
The fairways ran like it was the British Open.
They sure did.
Not a
Or they were overgrown and didn't run at all. There was no in between.
that's when like we were all kind of shitty at golf, and like it was a kind of an easier course, but we would still like I don't remember playing good ever there. Like I wish it was, now see how I could go over there and do,
Still there, right?
Still there.
asking to be bought.
I drive by it a lot coming home from work because I go back roads, and I always contemplate getting out and just grabbing a ball. I've actually done it once, but it's a fucking pain in the ass. The fescue is so freaking high. It's crazy. Like
take a drink. We already got one.
Dude, I went in the fescue today when I was.
Oh, here we go.
I had a few ticks on me. The ticks, ticks are just like scary looking pieces of creatures,
Yeah.
And just to know what they do, to sink their teeth.
I love their play. They just post up, wait, hope for a carrier to leech onto, and they find you.
That's a waiting game. Wow.
Golf course genius. Go right where we're going to be hitting it, right in the long stuff.
Brendan, I don't know about you either, but Timmy and Brian definitely know what I'm talking about. Dr. Van, he harps those ticks, baby. Like you got to be getting blood drawn for Lyme disease,
Oh, what's up, Brian? Dr. Van here. Oh.
Have you been bitten by a ticket recently?
What else? What's going on? What else you got going on? He's my dad's doctor as well. My dad loves a good impression. I still have a voicemail saved from Dr. Van on my phone because I love that guy's voice. He's the man.
That's I do that too. Like you say, voicemails just like tributes to certain people and cool voices and messages.
I might have one of Mikey. I gotta find.
Don't if any listeners out there, Van Nieuwenhuis, crazy last name, brother, sister.
Impossible to spell.
Internal med docs in Rhode Island. Don't try calling them. They're not taking any new patients. All right. I've heard it. Not taking any new ones. So
they haven't taken any new patients since the mid 80s.
Right, Brian. Dr. Van is calling. Looking at that blood work you had done the other day, Peter.
No, the man.
Blood work. We got
so
cut
awesome.
that. We're not getting Duffin Up podcast is not getting sued for
No, Brian, it's Dr. Van. I was just calling. I'm looking at that MRI you had.
You wouldn't care, baby. He'd love it.
Ooh, Fry guy. Thank you for letting us know you had a hemorrhoid.
Next time I see him, well, we were talking about you on the podcast.
We brought you up, and Brian shared a voicemail where you talked about a hemorrhoid.
Yeah, right. Oh, Tim, this is an all-time This is one you'll never guess. Oh,
My negligence, I burnt the living shit out of the hamburgers. So if you guys want to eat hockey pucks for the day, yeah, they're available. All right, call me and let me know you're on your way. Bye.
What are you pulling up?
Chris Renshaw.
What?
That's Chris Renshaw. I got some good ones. I'm not gonna go through all my voicemails, but it eats up a lot of storage. But I love hearing people's voices like that. Too funny.
Do you have to, Brian? Do you have to save those outside of your voices because you want to have open space on your, or do you have not enough saved where it meets that capacity where your voice is full?
No, that's a good idea. I should probably send these just to my email and save it there and delete off my phone. I have them all just on my phone under my voicemail saved.
Dude, I had a crazy voicemail when I was first buying a car. I deleted it, but he didn't hang up. It wasn't even a voicemail. We were on the phone and he didn't hang up. And he just was cursing me out so hard. Like I was a young kid buying a car and I was trying to make a decision, couldn't make up my mind. Wasn't really dragging my feet, but that would be one to keep.
Well, Dr. Van, I'm a return patient, and so I called. This is a couple years ago. I had to get an immediate physical for, I don't know. I just needed a physical right away, and I'm like, hey, I'm a repeat patient. I haven't been to you in like 3 years. Whatever. You guys are gonna love this story. This has nothing to do with Dr. Van, but so I went. They're like, yeah, for a repeat patient, yeah, like we're not taking any new patients. I'm a repeat patient, and they're like, all right, yeah, we can get you in 9 months. I'm like, I need this this physical like yesterday, and so I went or whatever. I got a new doctor, and I just went to an urgent care, got a physical then. So whatever. Time goes by. I buy a house here. I'm like, I need a new doctor that's close, so that way, whatever. So I go to this primary care place down in Pasco, Rhode Island. And I go into the room, and I'd never met this doctor before. In walks an absolutely stunning female doctor. And I was like, am I an adult movie right now? Like, what is going on right now? And she was so attractive that I felt guilty, like I had done something wrong, that I immediately came home to Shannon and I had to tell her because I would have felt like I did something wrong. And so I came home and told her, and I doubt I'm allowed to go back, but
I think it's time to find a new doctor very quickly, Timbo.
Yeah.
That's
it was
incredible.
hysterical.
So anyways, boys, Open Championship.
Timbo's gonna get so much in mail. What's the doc? Who's that?
Yeah.
Stop talking for 10 minutes about Brian's hemorrhoids. What are you doing?
Why is it always gotta be my hemorrhoids?
It's not. If it's not your hemorrhoids, it's your big caboose that makes the ball go 375,000 yards.
Whole lot of surface area just asking for Hemi.
I heard MCL.
Yeah, it was for my my dislocated kneecap.
Oof.
Brendan's throwing hemorrhoids in there.
Yeah, right to the just slandering my name.
I heard a hemorrhoid, so I was like, "What?"
I'll run it back, but I had to pause it because it kept going into HIPAA violations here.
Yeah, that's very true.
Very true.
The Duffin,
Hemorrhoids
imagine that.
Aren't they curable? No big deal.
Brendan, yours curable?
No big deal.
Imagine the Definite Podcast gets a HIPAA violation against. I'm like, okay, with what? Yeah, you can come at us with what money? with what dollars? Please. Anyways, Royal Liverpool, the last time they hosted an Open Championship was 9 years ago in 2014. And boys, guess who won that Open Championship?
My dad.
In Liverpool?
Mm-hmm.
Our Lord and Savior, Tiger Woods.
No. Nor
Then-
Papa O'Reilly. Papa O'Reilly did not win it.
It's too bad.
Was that Phil?
It was not Phil.
Was that?
I will give a hint, though.
Ernie Els.
I will give a hint. Second place, Ricky Fowler.
Ooh.
Jordan Spieth.
Nope, he was the year before, or he was the year after, actually.
Henrik Stenson.
Nope, he was the year after Jordan Spieth.
Paul Casey.
Rory McIlroy, guys.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Who?
What are we doing? It's
We
literally
need-
all everyone's been talking about this week.
Not us.
Is he the betting favorite this week?
I think he is right now, but I'm pretty sure Cam Smith is up there because boy, does Cam Smith plus links courses equals scary. And by scary, I mean
McIlroy,
scary good.
Scotty- Rory McIlroy, Scotty Scheffler, Brooks Koepka, John Rahm, Ricky Fowler, then Cam Smith.
I'm very surprised that Cam's all the way down there. I am not surprised that Ricky is fifth favorite because boy, has he been having a year and a half. What an
he has
absolute,
done. I would love it.
what an absolute renaissance from that man.
Renaissance. All right.
Oh,
I
you know
don't
what's
think-
interesting? Sorry, I just because we were talking about it earlier. When I search the Open 2023 odds, every headline from like CBS from CBS Sports, they post 2023 British Open odds.
Hate it. Hate it.
Calling it. They're CBS calling it the British Open.
Wow.
That's why ABC has it. Or sorry, NBC has it now. It's on the peak. It's on the cock. Can't even watch it on TV in the morning anymore. You gotta go on the streamers, gotta go to the cock and watch it at 1 a.m. It's brutal.
Oh, thank God Bill Loomis signed into the cock on my damn TV. We appreciate that. Still have Bill's account up and running on the Peacock.
Shout out as always to Bill Loomis. Oh, unbelievable. Thank you for letting Mikey be able to wake up at 1 a.m. to watch that opening tee shot.
Waking up or just
Staying up. Sorry. It's a good call.
Mikey and TJ up all night.
Jeez.
Oh, me and TJ. It's been a riot. We played some beer darts. We played some croquet. I was gonna give a shout. I know you shout out Bill Loomis. Shout out Wimbledon. I don't know if anybody caught Wimbledon, but I love tennis. Watching like high level, like important major like tennis is like golf. You know, it's like there's 4 tournaments. Everybody's up for them. It's sweet.
It's great, but it seems to have the same effect on that like when a major championship does on golf when you're trying to book a tee time. I went yesterday with Midori, went to go tennis courts down the road from us to play some quick pickleball, and the courts were bumping. I think everyone gets that fever of like just when
just wait a week. Just wait a week.
Yeah, right. Yeah, gladly. Because it wasn't too bad, but it just furthers the issue. I need to buy myself a pickleball net so I can play wherever. But
anyway. So yeah, guys, you know, what a great tournament we got coming up this week. We have Rory McIlroy back to the place where he won his Open Championship, coming off one hell of a week at the Renaissance Club at the Scottish Open. Hell of a week. You know, with a nice little 18th hole birdie putt to win it. Beat big boy, the Scottish Claymore himself, Robert McIntyre, who may or may not be in my Open Championship pool this week, and you know, gonna be hoping to have him come in and have a great round.
So I got to put a lineup together right now.
Yes, you have to put a lineup together.
My goodness, this freaking thing.
Oh,
I'm on it. I won't be talking.
I'm out. I think I'm out. I lose every fucking time. I'm out.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I won $100 a
money.
week. I won $100 a couple weeks ago. It was great.
Well, how many? Yeah, it's terrible for Mike.
It was for the John Deere Classic out of all of them. Sorry, not the John Deere Classic. It was for the Travelers because I had Keegan. So I was like, yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that was wonderful. I won 50 cents last week, but I put in $30, so you know, didn't exactly. Oh, there goes that. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but my one of my nice little circle things, my circle light just fell, so that's great.
I'm
Oh yeah. Timbo, are you frozen? Oh no, you're back. Okay. Whew, thank God. But yeah, boys, I mean, great course in Royal Liverpool. Couple good stories coming up this week. I mean, Tommy Fleetwood, his hometown of Liverpool. You know, can he finally get over that major championship? Can Ricky finally get over that major championship? Is one of the live guys. You know, is Cameron Smith going to come back and defend it? Is Brooks Koepka going to come and complete three, you know, get his 6th major and his 2nd of the year? It's exciting times this week, boys. I'm excited for it.
I'm feeling for Robbie McIntyre. I'd love it if he won. The Scottish boy going into England, taking it home. I would love that. And it is a year of nationalists winning it for their country. I mean, the Canadian Open win by Taylor, Nick Taylor, the US Open.
Windy.
Who won? Yep, Wyndham.
I told you it's the most forgettable US Open in years. It is don't make me bring this back up.
Brandon, that's funny because I was kind of just looking up who won this year's major. He was the one
Did you hear that, Wyndham Clark? You're forgettable. You and your win at the douchey LACC. Absolutely forgettable. My neighbor did bring me a hat though, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Still there. I'm excited for this one. I'm a little disappointed that you did tell me that we are not able to watch it so early.
You can watch it. It's just on Peacock.
Premium.
Yeah, I gotta call a Bill. Loomis.
I know, right? Everyone.
Oh, no handouts from me. I can't. My hands are tied.
I think I can help you, Tim.
Your hand was already out, Mike.
I think I could spot you, Tim, because on account I use your YouTube TV anyway, so I can give you some of my Xfinity stuff. Maybe.
You guys staying at the beach house this weekend too?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's true. You gotta log into the cock at the house. That's a good idea.
Beach cock.
There's nothing.
There we go.
Nothing like the house and the British Open. It always seems to coincide, the beach and the British Open. Wow.
It is that summertime of year, baby.
True.
Still cool over there though. I was just over there and it's still a little chilly over there. It was a nice like 60s to 70s every day. You know, perfect weather for me. I would thrive in that type of weather. It'd be wonderful.
No, you would get a sunburn because you would forget to put sunscreen on.
Oh yeah. Oh, I would be a tomato. The most.
I do.
Oh man,
I can't wait to do that. Brendan, did you play any golf over there?
I did not. It was a strictly work trip. Unfortunately, I was in London for a couple days, and then I was in Cardiff for a couple days as well. So got to check off the last of the UK countries off the bucket list. So now I've been to all 4, which is cool, and Ireland as well. So 5 out of 5 British Isle countries. That's kind of cool. But yeah.
Ever think about making your way to Royal Liverpool?
Oh man, someone buy me that. Someone get me on that British Airways flight. That's all I'm saying.
No. Wait, while you were there?
When you were over there, you just kind of trudging, maybe thumbing over to Royal Liverpool.
I imagine that. I thought about it. You can take a train. I mean, I will say the train system in the UK, absolutely fantastic. You can take a train wherever you want. It's unbelievable.
Never experienced it.
I remember Tim and I did. We were doing a golf trip over there. We went to Ireland, then went to Portugal, but we had a layover in Glasgow, Scotland, and so it was an overnight. We stayed in Glasgow for the night, and we took the train.
A little scary.
It was pretty fine. I mean, there was three massive men there, so us 3 we weren't bothered by anybody, but when we took the train from the airport to Glasgow, and 1, it was awesome, but 2, we went by some of the iconic Scotland golf courses, to name a few. As we're like Tim, we're going by, we obviously see a golf course, and we all do it, even if we're just driving and seeing our GPS, there's some green space. We're like, what golf course is that? but Tim's on the train. He has Google Maps up, and as we're going by, he sees all these different courses. Tim, what were the courses that we went by?
The most notable one was Troon, and that was awesome.
Troon.
Yeah,
That's a great
Royal
course.
Troon, yeah.
Royal Troon, and I think we've
Like
yeah. What were the other ones? I'm trying to think. There was another notable one that had an open within a recent years, but it was awesome. But I'll never forget. One of the stops we stopped along the way, and this guy gets on. This the most Scottish looking guy you've ever seen gets on with his golf bag and clubs that were made, probably the first made golf clubs ever, and it was soaking wet, and he just got off from around playing over there, playing on one of those courses, and Tim's like, how'd you play and stuff, and forget what he said, but he, of course, in true UK fashion, something witty and funny and self-deprecating. It was a really cool experience, just like seeing. He basically had like a leather carry bag that you'd find in your grandpa's basement kind of thing, just with all these old, probably wooden clubs in there. But yeah, we shot right by all those courses along the way.
The difference between like here and there with like famous notable courses is that, like, if you drive by any famous notable course here, it's going to be surrounded by fences or places that you can't see into, or it's guarded heavily. But these places like Troon, St. Andrews, you could just walk on. There was nothing separating the train tracks from this course. Like, if we got off the train, we could just walk onto whatever fairway that was right next to the train. I mean, sure, it was 50 yards from the train, but there was nothing in between. And like St. Andrews, I remember my dad and we went there, and it was a Sunday, and I believe it's just an open public park. And him and I just went, and we're like, do you mind if we just walk around the course? And like, what are you talking about? Of course you can walk around the course. We just walked 18 holes at St. Andrews, and you could never do that. You can't go to Bethpage Black, which is also a public track. I mean, yeah, maybe it's not a public park, but you can't just walk around there. You know what I mean? It's guarded. It's so cool. Such a different vibe, feel, and a way of life over there. And perfect example, Brian. Thank you for bringing up that chap who just got off his round at Royal Troon, just hopped on the train and was coming home to have himself a pint at the local pub.
We didn't go by Carnoustie, did we? I feel like we did. I feel like it might have been Carnoustie. I'm trying to figure it out, but it was, yeah, it's just cool. But yeah, you go right by, and it kind of reminds me, we have a course, Tim, I think I've had you play. Yeah, you've played here, Franklin Park. It's right in Franklin Park. It's one of the oldest public courses in America, and but it's right there in a park. You got picnic sites set up all around, especially on a Saturday. You got barbecues, loud music playing, people walking through, and it kind of has that feel where it's just open air, basically park. I mean, it definitely isn't advisable, not as open for people to walk by, but we had families walking through, and this is just in the middle of Boston. And I remember, I think it was maybe Tim's ball, where like there was a family, it was like two kids and a mom and a dad walking through, and the kid, one of the little girls, sprinted towards Tim's ball and picked it up, and Tim's like, oh, that's my ball, and like the dad grabbed it from her and just threw it right down. It was like, sorry about that, but it's kind of how golf should be. It should be open to everybody. Just don't touch our balls, but it should be open to everybody. It's kind of like that. We're so used to now private clubs putting up these walls, putting up these barriers that make it not acceptable, and that has its perks too. Obviously, you pay to for that privacy, but what the heck? Let's get out there.
I like it.
That's why we're talking about it. You gotta open to the public. Wouldn't that be cool if you were just playing in your local muni, and then people were just like, yeah, let's follow this guy, watch this guy play a couple rounds or whatever. I mean, yeah, it'd be nerve-wracking, I guess, at first. You'd be like, why is this guy following me, or why is this guy watching me? But then you're like, I don't know, you'd have someone to talk to if you're playing by yourself, or just a dog to play with in between your shots. I mean, how cool would that be?
or Mikey out there with his daughter Poppy is just
No, this is great. I mean, I love what you guys are saying, and it's kind of resonating with just, how I like to approach golf too, and then all sports about inclusiveness. And like you guys know me, and you guys are the same way. We used to like sneak on to Kirkbride, just putt and chip, and I do that with Agawam, and these are private courses that you feel guilty, sneaking out on and getting a couple extra putts in, but across the pond, it's so welcoming. It's a part of the town. It's I bring Poppy to Hazleton, and I people say like, be careful, stay safe, like obviously I know it's my daughter, I'm going to do my best to like but it's open air. It's like I can control where she is and like where people like are hitting golf balls from, and stay clear, and people make you scared to like go out on a golf course with a kid and just kind of take it all in. Here, at least a couple of the situations I've been in, it's really only been at one course, but no, I love where you guys are at, and I wish I got to experience that as a kid or as a parent for a year, or a period of time, just because it seems so foreign too.
Exactly. Bring your kid, bring your dog, when did it become so exclusive that you can't just bring a kid just to watch? Like, you have to pay the kid to have a round and stuff like that. But I like that you just took the initiative, Mike, and just said, hey, I'm going to bring my daughter. I'm going to push her around the stroller. I'm going to have her run around in between shots. And
we go we go with no clubs. Like, I've gone 2 or 3 times with just a red buggy cart because she loves being in it, and like just pushing her up the street, like, which is right alongside the first drive in hole 1 and hole 2. But like, I always feel like I can't go on the course and just kind of bop around with her, that I feel like that would just be, people would just frown upon that. And that's what I want to do. Like, I want to be able to take my daughter and be like, all right, I know, how golf works. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to steer clear of people, but I just want to watch different holes, just like stroll around and take it all in, and be on a golf course with no one like looking at me and being like, what are you doing here? What, who are you watching? Who are you with? Did you pay? Like all that kind of nonsense that
we're fans of the game. We just want to watch golf while doing something else. Like, think about when you're sitting on the patios at your local uni or whatever at the 19th hole, and you just continue to watch people come up into the 18th green. You want to watch golf, whether it's a professional or just chooches like you and I. And if you get to do that while spending time with your family, not playing golf, I mean, how cool is that? I mean, 2 birds, 1 stone. I mean, I love what you're saying there, Mike. That's perfect.
For sure.
Couldn't say it better myself, boys. Could not say it better myself. Oh,
it all
you talk about accessibility, Brendan. Huh? You always ask the guests accessibility questions, like, how can we make golf more accessible? We might have gotten onto something.
I mean, like, we've been saying it for years though, and they just won't listen.
Part of it probably too is, I don't know. It's a part of that like those countries over there, and like people respect. Like, I feel like America, it might get abused. Like, it might just be too much. People might not understand the code of ethics and conduct, and it could get out of hand. I don't know.
Like for instance, like taking the stroller and rolling it over the green kind of thing, or
just like, walking on golf courses and trashing it and drinking and not like, treating it or knowing the game enough to, be able to be out there and respect the people that are playing, like what Brian experienced in Boston, like, or you got like, again, and I was going to say, you can't control a kid from picking up a ball. Like, a kid sees a ball, like the parent can say 100 times, don't pick it up. They're going to pick it up. So that's like hard to, balance that out. But I feel like, it's been so much embedded into what, Europe and golf over there is all about, and people respect that. So
yep. And also, like, if you think about it with St. Andrews, like, no one plays golf on Sunday at St. Andrews because it's a public park. So Monday to Saturday, people can play golf there. Sunday, no golf. Open to the public to do whatever you want. Walk your dogs, do whatever you want. Very, very cool on there. And also, like, there are definitely private clubs there, right? But like most of the famous courses, I feel like are actually, I disagree with that statement because like Royal Liverpool, I believe, is private, and then like Royal St. George, I think, is private. So yeah, I mean, like they still have those problems that we have over here, but I feel like it's to the nth degree in over here, just because the amount of private courses that we have. And the conditions.
If any of our international listeners have any insight into if we're just speaking gibberish and that's like the only example that is St. Andrews, then please speak up. We would like to know if a lot of courses are like that. Like, can you just go out and take a walk with your dog, your kid, whatever? We want to know. Come on the pod, please. That'd be cool. It'd be also awesome to hear you broke too. That wouldn't stink. You'd sound way better than us.
Oh, Timbo, that was good. Do we want to do our lineups this week, boys?
I'm with you guys.
Just not doing one.
How about you have to pick the best lineup?
Yeah, fine. I'm not depositing more money into that effing account. I'm not. I'm not.
It's not. All right, you have to pick the best lineup.
Oh, that's funny. All right, who wants to go first?
All right, I'll go first.
Okay. How about do we want to go like one guy, like one guy across the board, like 1-1-1, 2-2? I don't know, because I feel like if I hear all of one, like a lot of repeats, that's kind of, I don't know. Know. Like, am I being crazy here, Brennan?
Yes, you're being crazy. if we go snake draft, it's not our lineup, because then you take away like the actual lineup.
I'm not a snake draft, but you have the opportunity to say someone different than the guy before you. But you're gonna end up saying him. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Oh man! All right, Timbo, go ahead.
Mine is all non-American lineup except for one. And this I'm going to start off with our American. This American is dynamite in every single major that he plays in. His name is Brooks Koepka. I'm going to pick him.
Good American.
He does not have a British Open, and so I feel like he's gunning for this one. I mean, he guns for all the majors, no matter what type of major it is. If it has a major next to its title, he is gunning for it. He wants them. He comes to play no matter what. Brooks Koepka, and the rest are all what?
Do you know who he's playing with?
Yes, unbelievable. Took him out of my lineup for that sole reason.
Did you, Brendan? I love that Timmy's got him in there unknowingly.
Is he playing with Bryson?
No. Worse.
Rory Sabatini?
Worse.
No.
For Brooks, worse.
Cantlay, who he was complaining about.
Oh, the slow play.
And Mike Hideki Matsuyama, who's also a very slow player.
Yeah, they're testing his nerves.
He's gonna have to.
He's got nerve. He's got
earn
balls.
this.
He's gonna have to earn it. And I like the pick. I just wanted to throw that little nugget, little Mikey tidbits in there for blast from the past. Here we go, Tim.
Oh, Mikey tidbits. We need it to come back one day.
Brooksy.
Good bit. The rest international guys. Thomas Fleetwood loves the Lynx players. Prefers it to be windy. Has been playing pretty well this year. 6 top 10s. Boom.
Unreal cardigan last week.
These two next guys are in the 6 range. Brendan already hinted at this guy. His name is Robbie McIntyre. Scottish guy, loves, again, Lynx player, finished T2 yesterday at the Scottish Open. I mean, he's in it to win it. Louis Oosthuizen, someone who has fallen by the wayside.
He sure has.
Already has a British Open. Already has a brood, but is going unnoticed over there in lives. He has 4 top 10 finishes in live, which means I don't know what, but that's what his stats show. I mean, he doesn't have many. Next guy playing well in the majors, didn't play great at the Masters, but the last two majors he has been playing great. He's always good come major championship time. His name is Justin Rose. And then after that, another guy who just cannot age a bit at all. His name is Adam Scott. So that's my lineup.
Jesus Christ.
Couple of Englishmen. Can you run that down again real quick? Top to bottom.
Tommy Fleetwood, Brooks Koepka, Robbie McIntyre, Louis Oosthuizen, Justin Rose, and Adam Scott.
It's a solid squad.
Fuck.
Brandon.
We have 4 out of the 6 people.
Do we?
Yes. That's an all-timer.
All right,
That's
you go
an
next, Brandon. Who do we got?
Give those 2.
Who are the 4? And then give us the
So I will do one of the 2 here because he's my most expensive. The angriest elf in all of golf, Tyrrell Hatton. Guy's gotta come through. He's gotta come through. Sooner or later, he's gonna put that rage into a major champion victory, and I think this is the week. So I have Tyrrell Hatton. I have Tommy Fleetwood at $9,300. Tyrrell Hatton at $9,400. I have Tony Finau. Who he be now? Tony Finau, $8,200.
Now.
Love him. I have Justin Rose, 8,000. I have Adam Scott, 7,900, and I have the Scottish Claymore, Robert McIntyre, at $6,800.
It's always Adam Scott for birdie. You got to add in the for birdie part.
I will. Adam Scott for birdie.
There you go.
Who are your 2 different guys?
My 2 different guys was Tony Finau and Tyrrell Hatton.
Tyrrell Hatton versus Timbo.
Tyrrell Hatton versus Timbo had Brooksy.
Brooksy and Louis Oosthuizen.
Yeah, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. He's been horrible. He's been bad at live.
Louis Oosthuizen, sticking with him.
All righty.
Guaranteed T2.
Are you forgetting that not only he like 2 seasons ago, he almost won the US Open.
He almost won. I think he finished top 5 in every major in 2019. But I'm not sure.
That's 3 years.
Golf's just like riding a bike. Golf is just like riding a bike.
He's making the cut.
Tyrrell Hatton and Tony Finau. Those are 2 guys who could blow up too, Brent. I mean, they're
like me. They're just always angry. It's good.
I don't know, man.
Tony Finau may be the least angry.
I think I'm leaning Timbo so far.
I said Tyrrell Hatton's always angry.
Oh. I don't think Tony.
All right, Bry guy.
All right. I don't think I have any overlaps. This is great.
Wow.
But I also was barely listening for most of it. But anyway, so starting out
as is tradition.
Yeah, because I'm too busy putting together my lineup. So this is just based off of gut feel and preference. But starting in, I mean, we talked about it a little earlier. Cam Smith, the Aussie, coming in. Cam Smith lights out. One of the best putters on tour right now, if not the best putter out there. Cam Smith coming in at 10,700. Coming in second most expensive is a recent winner, Mr. Richard Fowler, at 9,800. Man is hot. He figured it out. He was just at Wimbledon too with the boys. So vibes are immaculate. He can either do great or just absolutely not do great. So Mr. Big Dick Rick Fowler coming in.
Correct name. Coming
in number 3 is by default. It's automatic. First person I added to my lineup, of course. Coming in 8,300. The man, the myth, the legend, Sung J M. Coming in, the cutie patootie Sung J M. Still waiting on that CJ Logistics hat.
We're all waiting on the CJ Logistics hat.
We're getting closer. We're at least 1 or 2 degrees closer to his family. Now that we had Johnny DeMasso take a picture with his Sung J M's parents at the Travelers Championship, so we're getting there. Coming in, our 4th pick is not too proud of it, but I feel like we could see something coming out of him is Mr. Phil Mickelson.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it one bit.
6,900. I love that. Love that you don't mind. Those that matter don't mind. Mine don't matter, whatever that is. Anyway, coming in, my second to last pick is the Irishman himself. One of the tallest people on earth is Padraig Harrington at 6,600. And wrapping it up because I was short for funds and I missed this guy. And he kind of gives off the same exact vibe as Tim's Louis pick is Mr. Charles Schwartzel.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
He was 5,800.
You know who else was 5,800? Do you guys want to hear? Do you guys want to hear a blast from the past at 5,800? Do you guys remember Marcel Seam from about 4 years ago? Remember when Timmy had the ponytail and it looked exactly like Timbo?
Tim.
wow.
Yeah, he's a guy at 58.
He's playing pretty well. I almost put him in. I almost took like another very, very expensive guy and put him in, but I decided against it.
Do you still get the pony?
Yes, he still has the pony.
Oh, that houses all his skill and ability there. That's so
It's not a fire hazard either.
Cam Smith, Ricky Fowler, Sung JM, Phil Mickelson, Padraig Harrington, and Charles Schwartzel is my lineup. And I have $1,900 remaining.
What?
How
You
many?
have that much remaining?
I can see a couple DNFs out of Brian's guys. Those guys are old.
Why don't you use that money to go pick someone better than Charles Schwartzel?
Brendan.
I like the Charles Schwartzel pick.
Yeah,
I
this
hate
is,
it.
this is a British Open, Brendan. Anything can happen.
That's true.
Yeah, man. Charles Schwartzel, he keeps it in bounds.
It's because he only hits it like 200 yards.
He
is the 70-year-old man who just takes his cart right next to the ball, gets out, hits it, gets right back in the cart, and drives.
He's got 11 out of 12 cuts made in the Open. So
I thought you were about to say he has 11 out of 12 cuts made at Live, and I'm like, wait a minute.
No, what's his no, he's not doing great in Live.
In all seriousness, I like how different that lineup is because it takes a pretty different lineup to win the million.
It does.
And
it does.
It takes a very different. So if you win,
yep,
you have $1 million and we have a brand new set.
My thing is, and Mike, you could take a page out of my book, is all of my lineups that I have, I've never actually entered anything. I've just saved them because I don't even know what I'm doing out here.
And you
I don't even know how.
Can you see the accumulated score if you just like kind of see how you would position it?
Yeah, I think I can track it. But
so you're just in it, but you're no money involved.
Yeah, I'm not a gambling guy, you know.
I'd do that.
Mike, do you want to take my second lineup this week and make it your own?
Are you paying?
I mean, no, it's my money, but I'm saying I could just read off what's going to be your lineup.
Sure. Yeah. Read off your second. What do we got?
Okay. So there is some overlay with our boy Bry guy here. So Mikey's lineup coming in at $10,700 is Mr. Cameron Smith.
And then the rest are Charles Schwartzel times 4, times 5.
Coming in next at $9,800 is Mr. Richard Fowler, Big Dick Rick. We love him. We love him. Coming in at $9,100. So we're big spending this week, boys, is Shane Lowry, my long lost brother.
Yep.
Former champ. Now we're into some penny pinching. $7,300. Brian Harmon.
Oh man.
Brian Harmon plays very well at the Open Championship.
The only thing fascinating about that guy is he's a lefty.
Exactly. And he's very little. He's very little. He's like him and Abraham Answer are very little people.
Oh, he's a little cutie.
He's a little cutie patootie. He's very bald, but he's a little cute man. and
that.
his caddy's like 6'6", so it's just very funny their difference.
Love that.
That's cool.
Coming in at 7,000, Chris Kirk,
Captain
big
Kirk.
fan, huh?
Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk himself, and then $6,100. He is known on the European tour as the Ricky Fowler lookalike. Ewan Ferguson.
Oh
Who the
my
hell?
what?
Exactly.
Can you say his name again, Adam?
It's like Evan, but it has a W instead of a V.
Ewan?
Ewan.
I just threw up in my mouth.
I threw up in my mouth trying to say his name. That's why I came out like that. Ewan Ferguson.
That is so Brennan's lineup. I don't even know who that is.
All I'm saying is,
Mike's like, I'll make my own lineup for sure.
I was the first person on the Will Zalatoris train, and I was the first person on the Sahith Thagala train. So, boys, sometimes you just got to get on the train with me. It may not be the Ewan Ferguson train, but some trains are better than the other trains. That's all I'm saying.
Timmy and Brian's train.
You had a lot of other ones. You had a lot of other ones too that haven't panned out.
Like who?
Like Dylan.
Huh?
Dylan Fratelli.
Oh, yeah. Dylan Fratelli did not pan out. He's won a couple times, but no, he has not panned out.
Or some other.
The Charlie Hoffman train came to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
Came to a screeching halt.
Best pick of all time was Mike.
Did we lose Timbo?
Trying to pronounce Hiradek after Barnrat.
Oh my God.
Hello?
Yeah, you're back.
Hiradek.
Am I delayed?
Yeah, a little delayed, but that's okay.
No.
We heard Kiradek Apper Barnrat, and yeah, that is still...
Zoom could not comprehend you trying to say that name. You broke Zoom.
Mikey almost broke the entire country of Thailand trying to say that guy's name.
Hey, you make a mistake once and you learn from it, and I don't think I've done it, again. And
the only thing you learned was just try not to say his name anymore.
Yeah, just never pick Kiradek Apper Barnrat ever again.
And I tried to I slowed it down, and that was a bad idea. Just
oh man.
All right,
boys. Well, that's our British Open side. I know a couple of us have gotten out on the course recently. Well, I got out about 2 weeks ago. Timbo, and we got a little celebration for our man Timbo today.
Yeah. If you saw the way I hit the ball off the tee, you would have said, wow, he might have shot 112. But luckily that Jamestown is wide open, and there is not a lost ball to be had, because you can hit it 3 fairways over and still make a GIR. So off the tee, strokes gained was like a whatever. I don't know, a minus. Is it minus or plus? Whatever. I lost probably 12 strokes off the green, but then gained it back with ball striking, which was kind of nice. Putting was nice, but yeah, it was nice. Played a nice round with Matt, my mother, my sister, and my dad. And the starter let us go out as a 5-some for the first 9, and then my mom left, went home, and beautiful day to be on the course. Jamestown, always a great track. Played the same 9 twice. It's only 9-hole golf course, and always in great condition. They take nice care in manicuring the flower beds, and it was nice to be back there. Nice to be back.
All right, what did you shoot?
I'm pulling up Tim's stats here. And so just before we say the score, his green in regulation was 50%. Fairway in regulation 29%. 32 putts. So
32 putts is pretty great. That's under 2 putts a hole there, big guy.
So he scored a 41 on the front and a 36 on the back with a grand total of 77.
Woo-wee!
It was a nice back 9. It was a
I
nice
love
back.
that.
I love that.
Anytime.
I'm just going off of his driving. Hit the fairway. He went left, right. Part 3. Fairway hit. Part 3. Way left, right, left, left. Part 3, left. Part 3. Fairway hit.
We just
Hey,
say
great
that.
way to end. That's all that matters, though.
Yeah, can we just you guys know the first hole at Jamestown, it's about a 260-yard par 4. I topped my drive 150 yards to
Fairway
be the
hit.
fairway. So
Fairway hit.
Hey, that's like Chemi right there.
Where'd you how far out were you after your top?
130
We were 130 to the green after your top.
to the green. Yeah, after my top.
Mikey, that's like Wentworth. That's like Wentworth Hills. You're taking a 7-iron off like the first 2 or 3 holes.
Yeah.
But Jamestown, it's a very straight, a very short par 4 starting hole. But if you played there at all, if I don't know what it was like, but it's an arena. Because it's the golf course is first come first serve. For those who don't know, it's first come first serve. So and the practice green and chipping facility is right around the first tee, and so everybody's watching, waiting for their turn, and it's very intimidating, even though it's straight up, because it being a short straight hole. Everyone knows where you're ending up. They're watching your second shot. They can even watch you putt. See, they could probably count your score just from watching there. So I personally have sworn off any long club. The highest I'll go is my 5-iron now off the tee there, just to keep it in play. And last time I played there, I actually scolded my 5-iron, but it ended up being the best drive I've ever had there, because you know how in golf scramble tournaments or whatever, they draw a line down the middle of the fairway and they say most center of the fairway is like a contest. My ball was like 2 inches from the 100 marker in the middle of the fairway. Like, it was the most center I've ever hit a ball there. And I was very proud of that. And then of course I chunked it and topped it and didn't get on in 2. But yeah, no, Tim, I was tracking you. I love the Grint app and watching people play golf while I'm sitting here grinding at work, because I was just tracking Tim the entire round, and I was pumped to see you make that turn. Because it's a 9-hole course, and I saw that he finished in at 41, and then I saw that there was still 9 more empty boxes to play. I was real pumped to see him make that turn.
Mikey, did you hear that? The Grint. What is this nonsense? We are an 18 birdies family, people.
I'm on the 18 birdies grind. But Timmy, how was that turn? Like, backed up at all? Because I know 9 holes, that place can get busy.
No, we didn't tee off until like 9 o'clock because we had to wait for a ladies' league to go through. So we were the first ones after the ladies' league, but there was everybody and their mothers surrounding this first tee at first because we were all waiting for this ladies' league to tee off. But we got there early enough to be the first ones to go out to them. So by the time we were making the turn, nobody was there. So making the turn, we just quickly got a hot dog. That might have been the difference, and then quickly squeaked to the first tee and dropped my mother off at the car, and we didn't look back. It was good. It was real good. But yeah, enough about me.
The Grint, 18 birdies. What Brian's trying to say, Bryn, we can all have our own our platforms. It would be nice to be all on the same one. Touche.
Yeah, it would.
But following people while you're at work is really fun, and
It is. It's very fun.
Well, that's why I was 18 birdies to start, and then my friend told me about the Grint, and because the Grint has the social media getting you the notifications that your friend's starting around and telling you all that stuff, and that was before 18 birdies had that.
Boy, has 18 birdies done it and blown him out of the water, though. Oh
yeah, I mean, sure. So at this point I'm like, I can't go back. Can't go back.
Yes, you can.
No, it's just that I'm like, whatever. I also have freaking Arcos app going too. So I got too many apps going.
That's a lot. That's a lot of apps. I'll give you that.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, whatever. But yeah, I did love 18 birdies, and then I found out that you can. It's like it gives your friends notifications and stuff. And now I have a good following there on the Grint. So, but I hate not being able to see Mikey out there teeing it off. I used to follow him on 18 birdies, but can't download another app here.
I still have mine downloaded. I still get notifications when all you guys tee off, and I saw Chris teed off, and I called him this morning.
Yep.
Just because I was pumped.
All right, I'll download. I gotta delete some voicemails first, and then I can download the 18.
And of course, Chris went right to that. Right? Oh, you called right in my backswing. That
Yeah,
guy,
of course.
right? I mean, I bring Poppy to the course, and she makes a peep, and he's saying, "Oh, shut her up." I'm like, "Come on, get a little tougher, thicker skinned."
No, that's something I've gotten better at, is not hearing a pin drop 3 miles down the road while I'm trying to tee off. Every little thing
Here's
used
one
to
of
get
your
me.
super traits that you could hear.
It's the only time I'm good at listening or like can hear things. I have terrible hearing except when I'm standing over a golf ball.
Speaking of that, I don't know if any of you guys caught the American Century Championship.
Sure did.
I did.
Dude, I tuned in on I was trying to watch that all week. Like, I think it's a 3-day event: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday. I don't know, but
It's a 3-day event. Yep.
trying to
Friday,
watch
Saturday,
it.
Sunday.
It was like aired at like 9:30 p.m. the first day, and like they weren't playing reruns or highlights were all I could watch. Like, and obviously Steph Curry had like, I don't know,
The hole in one and then one on an eagle putt.
yeah, just like but on 18, I don't know if Brian, you saw it or in like highlights, like there was some jackass fan on the tee. Marty Fish was up 3 points, and it was Stableford, and it was a par 5, and it's pretty easy par 5. Curry, birdied it pretty. He hit an approach to 15 feet and buried the putt, but on Marty Fish's drive, someone like made like a wicked loud scream, and his
sounded like a bird. It sounded like a bird noise, like someone made a bird noise. Like it was like a crazy scream thing. I don't even know what it was.
Even Steph Curry felt bad because, like, probably, granted, it was probably a fan of Curry's was trying to get him, back.
And you don't want to win that way. You don't want to win that way.
He like felt so bad, and like I was talking to my dad this morning about it. We played Shamawa golf course, and I was like, I would have been like it just goes to show Steph Curry is like on a total another level. Like if that happened to my opponent, like, and I'm down and like he shanked it because of like some, like I'm like, I gotta shank it now, or like I'm not gonna, like it'll just be like I just will lose that focus and kind of like I don't know. I feel like that, but Steph Curry like nuts up a drive right in the center, nuts up an approach and drains the putt and wins the event. Marty Fish still went on to make a par, so he still gained a point, but since Curry made an eagle, if Marty made a birdie and Curry made the eagle, they would have went to a playoff, or I don't know how that would have been done, but they would have tied. But
well, so I didn't follow it, and I saw that highlight on Twitter, and the Twitter handle for that is AC Championship. And so like I for the longest time I thought it was like the ACC championship, like college golf, and I was like, Steph Curry's playing in this. He's like, did he go back for like eligible years to play it in college, kind of like the J.R. Smith situation? I was like, what is going on? But then I figured out that it was not any of that.
Yeah, I couldn't find coverage on it really all week because Wimbledon was on, and
Yep.
It was just a good it was cool to see some good sports in that golf, and then I didn't even know Rory had 17. I didn't even follow the Scottish Open just because it was earlier, and I was following Wimbledon really with my wife, just watching. We were in love with just watching the tennis in the mornings, and then I got the alert that McIlroy birdied 17 and 18 to win the Scottish Open. I'm like, effing it, like holy shit, like, and then you go and watch the shots he hit under some crazy pressure. It was awesome. Hope he didn't blow his load too soon. I think he's still dialed. I think he's, obviously very confident going into this week. But I'm sure that win and the way he won the Scottish Open is, no joke. It's a legit, tourney, one of the best. So he's probably riding high after that win.
Absolutely.
He said that 210 10-yard. I don't know. He hit like
Yeah.
a 4-iron, 3, whatever it was. Some club that he normally hits like 250. He said that was might have been the best shot he's ever hit, or something along those lines. And
Like a
it was
low
just
cut.
low cut, dead into the wind. It's like some gale force wind, and he just sacked up and put one
Nice.
tight.
Yeah.
But yeah, good point.
Oh yeah, boys. Unfortunately, I shot an 80 the last time I played. So fortunately and unfortunately, and this is going to spark a debate. I think the worst scores that you can get in golf end in a 0, because that means you are that close. You are one shot away from breaking that number.
Yeah.
So if you think about it,
Onto something there.
Yeah.
But
like,
Unless
is
you
there
have
any worse
that-
feeling than shooting 80? Or if you're trying to break 90, shooting 90, or if you're trying to break 100, shooting 100.
No, that's a good point.
like if I'm trying to break 80 and shoot 70, I'm not mad I didn't shoot 69, you know. I'm
Correct.
Okay.
Difference though.
Like, yeah. But if you're trying to break
But if you're
that-
trying to break 70 and you shoot 70, you're like, fuck.
right.
And then you're killing yourself thinking about all the shots you could have, how to take away one shot. Exactly. Brendan, that's a good point. That's
Just
good.
saying, boys. Just saying.
Missed that last stroke then. I have it ended in a 1. Intentionally missed that last stroke. Say,
Yeah, right.
what the heck?
Wow. That's a good point. Well, that's still a good round though, Bren. 80 is nothing to sneeze at by any means. I'll take
Not
an
at
80 any day of the week. Hopefully, let's channel all this into the Nathan Barker Classic. Hopefully, we can get there, do some damage, slip on those blue jackets like we keep saying. This is our year. Let's do it. And then we get to have a barbecue afterwards. That's always a great dinner afterwards.
Maybe we can
the
try
food
and sync
truck.
up with those guys before with a quick little pod sesh. I know we talked about it, but maybe I could reach out and we could do that next week or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Love
that'd
it.
be great.
Yeah,
Tell 'em.
absolutely. We definitely need to. Reach out to him, Mike. We'll do that. All right, boys. Well, it was great to be back in the saddle. I don't know about you guys. I was so happy to be back. But let's get out there. Let's hope the Open Championship comes through this week. And let's get out there. Let's stuff it up, boys. What do you say?
Let's
Play
play better.
Perfect.
Let's play better.
Pull everything.